Welcome back to another episode of American Circus. Today's episode is titled Think Like an American. We'll be taking a look at some of the concepts and ideologies Americans are holding in their minds. Let's get into it.
Jordan Peterson has a really interesting way of looking at this, and he said it to me once, and it made a lot of sense. He said, people think that you should be weak and you should be docile and then you should be a pacifist. He goes, no, you should be a monster. He said you should be a monster, you should be ruthlessly ambitious, and then learn how to control it. And it's that old expression, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. It's an old expression, but it makes sense because it doesn't mean that you can't be kind if you're strong.
There seems to be a growing trend of thought in America that strength is used only for oppression. But is that true?
I feel like modern men are a little more feminine than I recall.
Okay.
They definitely
I have a dad,
bitch
so I
ass
can relate. I can
he real old school,
differentiate what I feel like a real man is.
What do you consider? You said that modern men is more feminine. What do you think is more feminine? What is that to you?
Well, I feel like when the father is not in the home, he picks up characteristics from the mother. I'm not gonna say everything he do is feminine, no, but I feel like men now, they're more willing to argue with you. They're more willing to combat with you about little things and just certain things that I feel like men that I know don't really do that.
If you're chasing money, it runs. All right? If you're making money, it's different. All right? So for people that are entrepreneurs, there's no cut in the corner. There's no magic bullet. There's no cheat sheet. It's really simple, as complex as it may sound. Hard work. Work hard. Believe in yourself. They tell me all the time, Chico, that's another name that I got, by the way. They say, Chico, you're so lucky, Chico. I said, man, you know what's funny?
Harder I work, luckier I get.
It's really that simple.
Time is not going to stop for anyone. So why not spend your time chasing after your dreams or improving your relationships, rather than chasing after material things? I can't help but wonder if our desire for luxury has warped our view of what it means to be average or to have a good life in America.
When did being average being an insult? When did saying a woman that's cute is an insult? When did saying a woman's pretty is an insult? It's like women today who will tell you they're a 10. And even if you put parameters on it, they'll say I'm a 10 because of my self-esteem and how I look at myself. That is not how the world works.
Knowledge, you don't have the wisdom, you don't have the resources to understand that something's being put over on you. You cannot but help believe the definition of you as a free agent. But you believe yourself to be a free agent as a result of not being free. That is to say, of being hopelessly unable to resist society's identification of you.
My son, he has an older sister, and his older sister loves sparkly things. It's just her thing. She's a girl, right? And she's very girly. And so she has all of these sparkly shoes lying around. And so my son decided that he wanted to go and put on his sister's sparkly shoes. And I went to him and I said, no, those are girl shoes. I said, no, those are girl shoes. We don't wear those. And he said, and he started to fuss. He said, no. He said, I won't say her name. I want her shoes. I want her shoes. And I said, those are girl things. And then I took him to the Western Outfitters over here in Van Nuys. Yeah. And I got him a pair of cowboy boots. And he will not take off his cowboy boots. Now, the way the left would see that is me cruelly crushing his spirit. Perhaps he just wants to be a girl. Perhaps he wants to be raised in an effeminate manner. Yeah, except that by me giving him the choice, by going and getting him cowboy boots and then saying, here's some cowboy boots, and that's more gender appropriate, it turns out that that's what he likes. And you know what? Even if he didn't like that, he's 2.5 years old. I get to decide for him.
Could it be possible that the media we're consuming is actually consuming us? I have to wonder what the effect of too much information is having on the American mind.
There's a reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that it will never, ever be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't.
Could the things we're seeing on the news, TV, and social media be changing the way that we think, the way we behave? Could it be influencing us to hold perspectives that are incorrect, or to think in a way that's counterintuitive to the success of our nation?